everyone, I'm Becky.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we are talking about As She Fades, not As She Fades Away, which is what I keep saying the book's title is, by Abbi Glines. And we got this, I think I got it through NetGalley.
And so I got it through the other one.
Edelweiss.
I got it through Edelweiss.
Okay. And so this book is about Vale, and Vale has always loved Crawford, but when he is in an accident and falls into a coma, her family pushes her to move on. Vale decides she will attend college, and she connects with a boy named Slade, who has a bad reputation, but he may win over her heart. But can she give her heart to one boy when she still belongs to another? And that's kind of what the book's about. This book has like a really big twist in it, which I unfortunately knew going in because somebody wrote it in their Goodreads review without marking it as a spoilers.
Jerks!
Because it's like
don't do that.
Big twist.
It's a big
twist. And I was like,
we're not going to give that away.
No,
we're not going to
give that away. But I feel like part of the problem with the twist was it happened so late that you don't really feel like you know.
The way that it's formatted is there's no way that you can connect as well to the last half of the book as you can to the first half of the book.
And you kind of need that. And because people who watch this know I have read like every Abbi Glines book.
She has.
And I'm like a fan. I always get the books, but this did not work for me.
Well, I think like for me it kind of started. The issue started from the get-go with Slade. Not Slade. I keep saying Slade, and it is Slate. Started from the get-go. Not only was like the slut shaming was like super over the top.
The slut shaming, yeah,
not okay. Like it was just too much. But like the first time she meets him, it's in the hospital when she's like waiting on Crawford, who's in a coma. And like the first thing out of her brother's mouth is, "Now don't go falling in love with him because he's a slut. He's promiscuous.
Yeah,
don't fall in love with him." And I'm thinking, she's sitting at the love of her life's bed. Why is this conversation taking place?
Yeah.
Like, you keep telling her, like, she needs to move on with her life, but now you're also having a serious conversation about how she shouldn't fall in love with this random guy?
Well, and I feel like they were like, move on after, like, 3 weeks. So that felt really insensitive, I guess, would be the way to phrase it.
I guess. I don't know. It was just weird. Like, it was weird that they were having that conversation.
It doesn't feel like a full book. And maybe it's because of the twist. It's definitely like a before and an after. So it almost feels like half of a book smushed together that didn't quite make a full book. I guess.
I think the problem is, though, there's so many other books that are very similar. I mean, because at the heart of the book, it's about kind of going away to college and exploring your love interests. And there are a lot of books that are like that. For example, this reminded me of Beautiful Disaster, and I would not have been shocked if Slade had called her Pidge. Like, I would not have been shocked. And, you know, maybe it wasn't as well developed or well done, and it was different, but it felt very similar.
Yeah, no, and I personally did way prefer Beautiful Disaster over this. And I think, like, with Abbi Glines' books, there are quite often the slut shaming, but she develops the guys to have this charm about them. Like in I just lost the name of the book. Like the Rosemary Beach books. Brush is not perfect, but he's got a charm about him. To me, Slate didn't have a charm about him. This book felt very rushed.
I mean, Slate did kind of, like, he did have some redeeming qualities. I just think they spent more time focusing on the fact that he's a slut.
Right. And part of me thinks about, and I'll try and think back on that, and you say I don't want to give the twist away, but I feel like, was that before the twist or after the twist?
Oh.
Because that...
Well, I don't want to talk about it, but...
That can affect the way you look at it, too. Which I think is a part of a problem with it, is like the arcing or something just didn't quite work out.
And well, my other issue was there was a lot of like male chauvinism.
There was.
Just like as it relates to her, and it really bugged me. So not only are we talking about these like not so great guys, because everybody says that you're a slut, so therefore you're not good enough, and then you have like these other like negative kind of traits. It didn't work for me. And, like, the male chauvinism shows up in Beautiful Disaster, but you just love the character so much that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay, but you can move along.
Right.
With this, it's harder to move along.
But Just lost his name. What was his name in Beautiful Disaster?
Um,
It's Maddox, but that's not his first name. It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
He grows. Like
that is true.
From the first book through the second book, and I've even I haven't read them all, but I have, downloaded and read like bits and pieces, like to the end of the story. Travis.
There we go.
Travis is like a growth and an arc.
Okay.
And maybe if we had another book in this, but I don't want another book in this, you would see that. But even by the beginning to the end of the book, Travis grows.
That is true.
We should just rate it.
Okay.
So our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns, down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse. Where are you?
Well, on Goodreads, I started at 3 unicorns, but now that we're talking about it, and I'm really thinking about it, I'm down to 2 unicorns.
I'm at 2 too, and that's the lowest I've ever given an Abbi Glines book. And I even like her Rosemary Beach meets, I can't remember anything today. The other one that nobody likes. Even I like those. So that's where I am. It's a 2. Seabreeze. Rosemary Beach meets Seabreeze. That's what it is. And then that is where we are on As She Fades by Abbi Glines.
All right. See you around.
Bye.